guys? Hey Nate.
Feel
From
Crossfire Collectible.
And in today's video we have some new G.I. Joe Classified Series figures.
Wave 9. Well, not Snake Eyes because he's still there from last time.
But before we get started with these, we do have some news and updates to show you guys, so let's get into it.
Alright. So as you know, San Diego Comic-Con 2022 is this weekend. Today's Saturday with some big reveals on a lot of stuff. So get some good news coming out for you. So looks like we're going to be getting Shipwreck, Rock and Roll, Copperhead, Torpedo, and we have some couple retro cards coming again. We have a classic original OG Snake Eyes finally, and the Crimson Guard, which I might have to actually get a couple of these because they look good. I like them. But probably the biggest one that they brought out on stage was Serpentor. Ooh, yeah,
he looks good.
He looks
Dude,
slick.
Even the what is it called?
The Air Chariot.
The Air Chariot. Dude, that looks good.
Oh yeah, and they also mentioned two honorables that are just name mentions or whatever. Would be the Cobra Televiper with Cobra Flight Pod and Lowlight. So cool. And plus, Mindbender went up for sale. We grabbed him. So cool. He should be here. I think they said December this year. But yeah. So anyways, we'll go ahead and dive into this. But first, if you're new to the channel, be sure to like, share, subscribe for future content. Now, on with the show. So Wave 9, yeah, kind of a pain. All the pre-orders I had never shipped. They started showing up in stores. Tons of people got them early, but not us. I guess they're still starting to show up, and people are still getting them as we go. But I went ahead and found a couple things that had them, and went ahead and ordered them. And I ordered a couple doubles by accident because they charged me overnight, and I already had one on the way. But oh well, a couple extras is better. I can use them as trade bait. But first, who should we dig into first?
Cobra Officer.
Cobra Officer. All right, so we have two of them actually, and a third coming. This one's got a pretty beat up box, so we'll go ahead and open him first. I guess we're gonna leave that one in the pack for now. But we need Trusty Dusty Kniff. And actually, go ahead, you can do that. But yeah. So I'll bring this one down just to show off. Pretty cool. You know, he's just like the trooper and infantry. Cobra gear. He's got the silver sigil, whatever you want to call it. Looks like he actually has some different weapons. It's pretty slick, and we'll go over them. New box art on the back. See a couple new people in there. Pretty slick. 37, side picture.
So this is pretty cool. Comes like a little backpack, but it's like a little holster at the same time. Pretty cool. New helmet. Here's the Cobra Officer himself. I really like this. I like how it's not really a repaint and stuff. It's some new sculpts and all. Especially on the chest, and I think he looks really slick. Looks cool.
I also noticed that maybe he's African American, maybe he's Middle Eastern, maybe he's Latino. I'm not sure, but that's cool that they're actually mixing that up instead of just getting the same Caucasian figure, that we had in the past over and over and over. So you got to actually mix it up to where it's more real world, I did notice, like, some of the Cobra Troopers, he does have the arm piece, but it's already on his arm. And, the helmet also has this little, I guess, officer insignia. We have is that an infantry? That's an infantry. We have a trooper up there, too, somewhere. We should have just brought him down and compared him. But it's alright, you get the idea. I'm sure there's a ton of other videos out there. He also has looked like a little ranking system right here on his upper left chest.
So he comes with this cool little dagger that I am going to put in this little sheath that's on his thigh. Just like that. I'm going to take this holster and put it on his back. Like that. And then he does come with this machine gun. And it does come with a couple magazines.
let me see this. I'm gonna show this off. So take one of the mags and put it in this. And I guess this is supposed to like imitate what the officers came with, like an AK-47. I'm not sure that's an AK. This doesn't go in there. Yeah, that one went in, no problem.
Oh yeah, see? That's one went in.
Yeah. So yeah, that, I guess that does kind of look like an AK with a foldable stock. And the stock, of course, doesn't fold, but yeah, pretty cool. Pew pew pew.
So here is the AK-47 looking gun in the holster on his back, and then I'm gonna put that right there. So that looks really cool. You can have it straight up, you can have it sideways. I'm gonna put it sideways for now. Then on the back, I'm gonna actually pop this back off. He has some spots. You can put a magazine, and he also comes with this little laser sight. So laser sight. Then that can just like that, and then I am gonna put just like that.
That's pretty cool. I like how they did that.
And I am gonna take this little pistol, and I'm gonna put it in this holster right here. Just like that. Keep all that right there. Really tactical, and sleek.
Loaded up with some good gear.
So here he is, all geared up. I think he looks really cool.
Yeah,
that looks cool. This is definitely my favorite.
Gear him up like that. I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty amazing.
Just
And like the
back.
officers too, he's got the gray accents on his web gear, so that's cool.
This is definitely my favorite Cobra Trooper officer
Yeah,
kind of version of those figures.
yeah. To be able to store all the gear that the figure actually comes with on him is pretty awesome. So yeah. So I'll give it a thumbs up. Yeah.
Dang.
But yeah, so there you have it. The G.I. Joe Classified Wave 9 Cobra Officer. Cool. And alright, next up, we're gonna jump into Spirit Iron Knife. Cool. As you can see, it comes with freedom. Got a bunch of weapons that we'll go over. It's a side art. Back art. Number 36. And go ahead and dig in. Ooh! God, wait to open these, man. The kid in the candy shop. Alright, so first we'll dig into it with freedom.
It's freedom.
So he's already got a pair of wings on it already. It's like his wings where he's just kind of, you know, chilling. He does come with an extra pair of wings, which are the expanded, you know, flight wings. I'll let Hayden mess with that while I dig into some other stuff. So, Spirits. Backpack. Kind of similar to the classic, where you know, he had a couple pouches on here and has some extra place to store his magazines for his rifle. He's also got a little perch for freedom, and then this peg right here, which I'm sure holds something. We'll figure that out. Okay, here it's knife number 1. And it's got a silver blade on it. Knife number 2. With a black blade. He's got a pistol, kind of looks like a 45. His rifle, which is pretty similar to the classic. Does have a magazine that does come out, and you can just pop it right back in.
Here's freedom with the extended wings. I think he looks, if you hold him like this, he looks kind of weird, but if you hold him like in a straight flying pose, he actually looks really good.
Yeah.
Once I real good. But if we're gonna have him perched on the boat, I think he does look better with the collapsing closed wings.
Alright, and here is Spirit. They did a really good job on him. You know, I like the blue shirt, the red undershirt, the ratchet red bandana, and he's got his 2 little pigtails. He's got some holes on his his, I guess, bracer right here. I'm wondering.
Oh, probably for.
Oh yeah, because so he can hold his arm out. Okay, okay. So I see that. But we'll go ahead and gear him up. I'm not exactly sure which knife will go where, so we'll figure it out. We're gonna take his pistol and put it in his holster right there. Like, yo. We'll take the silver knife here and try it up on his web gear patch. And then the sheath on the side, we're going to put the thinner black blade in. And it seems to fit pretty good. Go ahead and pop his backpack on. And then the rifle, which I think this peg right here would actually go through the trigger area to hold it. So it could be like that, or you can actually hold the thing. Either way. Now, Freedom's got 2 pegs on the bottom of his feet. You see 2 pegs on the top of that perch, and on that forearm bracer right here. So plop him on the perch first. See how that looks. It's kind of boring now. Come, Freedom.
It just looks like huge.
Yeah. But you take it off. We'll hold out Spirit's arm. And it's gonna be something like that. But I think this is where you would do it, where you'd have to put the wings out on him. So there we go. We have something like that. Freedom's actually coming in, landing on his arm, or getting ready to take off.
That looks cool.
How well will he stand with the weight? Yeah, so that works. Yeah. Get the wings out of here, and there you have the GiJoe Classified Wave 9 Spirit Iron Knife and Freedom. Now, last, certainly not least, Storm Shadow. Storm Shadow. Wait for him. Side arc. Back. 35. Boom. Waiting for this one. Now, of course, you have the retro card coming out. And he's a little more cartoon accurate and all. This Storm Shadow's got gloves on. He shouldn't. I'd like to be able to see some Arashikage tattoos on his forearm. Yeah. So, since we kind of both want to mess with him, we're both going to open him. We'll go through it and then we'll mess with him. Why do you notice he's got 2 pieces of tape? I think the other one only had 1. You want to get the weapons or a figure?
A figure.
Gotta take the figure and let's talk it down. So as far as weapons or accessories, he's got these 2 like strands of something. We'll figure it out when we get to it. Here's his arrow sheath and sword sheath, connected in one. Peg into his back. Has a extra piece to go on his head, which would be a hood. Has a single arrow. And then finally, we have a classified bow. And for Storm Shadow. Pretty cool. 2 size swords. Right here. Nice little handles on them with the snake at the end. Arashikage steel does not break. So he's going to show you Storm Shadow. I'm just going to gear some of this stuff up.
So I was messing around with him a little bit. Seems like the posability is going to be pretty good. He does have the butterfly joints. If you pop his head off, you can take this little put down hood off. You can take this piece off, which is like his sash or whatever. This piece right here, it does move, but I don't think it'll be able to come off. A little ball thing at the end where I guess you can...
I think that goes on his belt.
This goes on right there.
I think.
So that actually looks pretty cool. From the front.
That would make sense.
So yeah, that goes there. And
just take it off.
Pinless. And what I'm gonna do is I am gonna pop his head off real quick.
While he's doing that, I'll go ahead and explain the backpack again. So the sword's going very, very nicely on this. And the arrow, there's actually a special hollowed out spot specifically for the arrowhead itself to go through. And then the feathers will pretty much blend in and like hold pretty sturdy in with the rest of them. And that's pretty awesome. I like that. Cool.
So I took the sash off. See what it would look like without the sash on the hood. I feel like it looks kind of weird. It looks kind of big.
It's a little like a modern icon or something.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of a lot. But
Yeah, I'm not feeling it.
I'm gonna take that back off. Looks like it kind of takes a break from the white.
Yeah, I'm still not feeling it. Use the part that's supposed to be coming down.
But you could also just, you don't even have to have, you don't even have to have any of the pieces. You can just have them like that. Looks pretty cool.
So that would be pretty much the classic Storm Shadow.
So this is what he looks like without any accessories, pretty much. Looks pretty cool, but I am gonna go ahead and just put the sash on. Put the down hood on. Put his head back on. And there you go. Storm Shadow. Looking sick.
Yeah. Now, I wanted to try a couple things with him, but unfortunately, I have already packed them up. But I noticed a lot of people, since they weren't fond of, giving Storm Shadow gloves, they were taking some hands from the Marvel Legends, like using some of the Shang-Chi figures, especially like Wenwu, and they were looking pretty slick on them. And I totally forgot that I do have them, but I packed them up and put them in a tote somewhere out in storage. So we are not going to be able to try that, unfortunately. So that's okay. We'll just keep him, normal classic looking. But I thought it'd be cool to kind of get him in like a good tiger stance or something. But
Oh, yo.
so it looks like the bow like pops on like this. I don't really feel like giving him the bow and arrow, in hand stuff, even though it'd be kind of cool. So let's go ahead and leave the bow on his back and give him some swords. So you have the G.I. Classified Wave 9 Storm Shadow. We could probably face him off against Spirit. Spirit and Storm Shadow were the enemies in the show. Everybody thinks it was Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. Even though they did have a rivalry, but the real rivalry on the cartoon was Spirit and Storm Shadow, and not Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. But yeah. You dirty rat. You bitch. What? So that'll do it for the G.I. Joe Classified Wave 9 with
Cobra Officer, Spirit, Iron Knife,
and Freedom and Storm Shadow. So take it away.
If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you giant thumbs up, subscribe, button notifications, so no one posts video.
Take it.
Make sure you follow us both on Instagram at CrossfireX Collectibles and Everything.gijoe. And check out our Facebook at HP Crossfire Collectibles. And we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.
So you guys have it. That'll do the G.I. Joe Classified Wave 9 with the Cobra Officer, Spirit, Iron Knife, and Freedom, and
Cobra Officer.
you fucked up.